and cycle to the next one. I guess it goes left to right. Now I could build any of the buildings in order to um, create units, but I've got the first level of Roman recruitment, so I can build um, depending on the zone, since it was an Greek zone, it'll let me build these Greek cavalry skirmishers and some of these other, Greek archers. But if I upgrade the missile range, um, it will let me build Greek pel, peltests, which I thought would meant like slingers, but that guy looks like he's got a spear. He's gonna pelt you with a spear. I would think you would pelt someone with a rock, but so I'm already building one of these infantry, and it usually takes 2 turns to build these units. So maybe if I want to concentrate, I'd not have to, but I usually get rid of one of these other ones. So I'll kind of try to decide which one of these kinds of units do I want to make. Maybe I want to make all of them. I don't know. That in that case, I'll usually just wait and destroy the other non-wanted buildings. Like if I want to do art cavalry, I might destroy the infantry and um, ranged unit buildings in order to just concentrate on the one. Because you don't really need to build all three in one. You can diversify and specialize. Okay, Venusia. Let's see, what am I building there? If I tend to build stuff there, I might want to build the um, blacksmith so that it helps the weapons of the people that I build there. But then that's 3,000 that I won't get back. I've got 43,000 to spread amongst the empire, and I'll usually just eh, make some pretty good units. With it's already got makes the one chevron. That guy's 2 chevrons is in there. Um, yeah, skip. Um, been concentrating on roads because they'll help me get the troops to the front and give me money. Um, so I'll probably do roads, no troops. Is it 7? Okay. Roads. Where we're going, we won't need roads. Again, Governor's Palace will upgrade this building here. And he's at 80 happiness with low, so I can't go taxes any lower and make him any happier. And the only really way to make that happiness go down is if I raise the taxes or create a building that'll lower it. Now, it'll lower it if I just go to the next level. So I could bring some troops in there, military, martial law to help the unhappiness go up. I could bring some guys from over here, say these guys, these guys. But then that made that other city I came from morale go down, whereas this went up, and I can go in there where I came from and go, oh, low, and what building can he build to make him go up? Temple. Is there anybody within, walking distance? That's when I tend to do that, where I was, shuttling. Find an area that's got more than one infantry unit or you know, whatever unit, and shuttle that to an area, and then shuttle somebody from there. Oh, there's another one that's not doing so hot. So if I see those, in happenstance, I can just go in there and go, oh, build a temple to help them out. For be a little bit happier and lower the taxes. And that helps. It always helps morale if you can lower the tax happiness, I guess. Sometimes I'll just go to another area and go, okay, what about these guys in this area? And you can usually tell how many units there are in the city by the size of the red that's filling up the flag. So this guy here has got armor and weapon upgrades. So he's one that I would want to go towards the front, which is, towards this way to Illyria and Dacia and whatnot. And I'll just bring him up to the city that he can reach, and I'll see what he's got in there. Sometimes it takes a minute. And he's got one of these Greek archers that I brought all the way up from Sicily. Got him some armor and a really good bow, because he's got orange armor, or what is it? Copper, looks like bronze, and then a silver weapon. So he's got a silver bow, which I'm not sure if it makes the range get better or the damage do better. I have to figure that one out. And then I'll bring him up to the furthest city I can bring, kind of, because he's got, oh, because now this the where he came from got unhappy, but the taxes are really high. So if I bring them down, it goes to normal and it's 86, and they're still pretty happy. 86 is still green. And then I'll maybe click on, oh, look, there's some equites. Where do they want to go? They might want to go scout out here. It seems like these guys are pretty much exactly these rebels, or they call them free peoples, rebels. These guys, all these question marks, it's probably going to be the exact same, except a different leader in this area over here. They're kind of was cookie cuttered. So if I go up here and bring a full equite cavalry unit over here and try to siege that, you can tend to see, oh, you see the whole group. You can see at least some of the units that are in there now, from recon. Um, so if you click on the city, now you can see what's in there. It doesn't show you the strength on most of them, just a couple. Also, when you hit this N button over here, and for north on the map, it recenters your map so that its north is up, which is very nice. Um, so now this this group of guys, probably this exact order of battle, is in another city, say right here. And if I click on that, you'll see it's exactly the same amount, but these guys are Gauls up here, so that's why they're different. They have that set, but all the Gauls that are near there will have almost the same, set of units. Up here, you know, those will be the same guys, but this group of here, they're Illyrian, and they have, Illyrian units, Illyrian warbands, Illyrian light cavalry, and that's probably the same as here. If I click here, you can see that some of them are have question marks, unknown units, but it's probably the same as that one. Just you don't see some of them. And if you want to go see what they actually are over here, you might want to go to agents and click on these guys. And if there's an agent near there, oh, these guys are way over there. This map is huge. Um, you could. I can also go up here, and got the wait window because they tend to go slow. Um, if you could find on the map some spy or something that's close here,
At your service.
you could kind of put them near a city or in the city.
Moving.
So this guy has a big radius of, he clears the fog of war, and then you'll be able to see what's in here more. So that's got a little bit different, more Greek than Illyrian, but this is more Illyrian, so that looks pretty much like that, which looks kind of like that. They all look this. It's very similar amount of units and exact same units almost. Or you can
At
bring
your service.
this spy into the city, 100% chance of not dying, so that's doesn't hurt. Or you could bring them over here to see what's in this area, because I don't see what that one city is.
Moving.
This blue guy's that's an actual faction. That isn't Free Peoples. Free Peoples is just a city that's there, and they won't attack you, and if you don't attack them, they're kind of sedentary, like fortress units in Normandy or something. They're static units. These cities that are gray. You could tell they're Illyrian by the fact that they have the little boat on their flag. But, you know, like you see, that's the same. But these guys are kind of units that will go outside their little fortress. They have different units. It says, a nationality. They might leave less units in their city because they move around. That you could tell um, there's a couple units here. There's a leader there and 3 units in the city, and this one's got, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units, and then there's another leader out here, and there's a ship with no infantry in it, or no ground pounders, and they'll go after these cities that are rebels, free peoples. They tend to have a lot of units in them, but it's kind of better if I let them take down the big cities, and then they just leave, you know, 1 or 2 guys in there. I can go take out them. But then I'm at war with that whole faction, you know. So you're taking on a whole bigger group, like all the cities they have, and then they might send a big army at you, like this one here. So this one's probably going to try to take out this city here, this Free Peoples, with that. I don't, or the ones around it. I think they took out Salona. So they kind of got an AI to them where they'll be aggressive, whereas the ones that are by me are kind of just sitting there waiting for me to come get them. I don't really have a threat from that guy, that city, or that city. But like over here, I took these cities because the Albaragis, all Albaragas, I don't know what the heck they're called. They were encroaching towards me, so I figured I'd go after them, and I took some of the rebels out, free peoples or whatever. These guys are technically my allies over here, these blue guys, but you know, you can't trust these people. Even though they're the allies, they might attack this city over here, for no reason. You could have, the hugest empire in the world, and they could be the puniest, and they'll just go, "Oh, I think I'll go attack the Romans," you know, even though they'll probably just take my whole civilization out. Like, "Oh, I'll just go attack them," even though we've been friends forever. It's just weird. All right, so I'm outie. Here's my outro. My outro is that this is my outro.